Welcome, listeners, to the audio documentary Back. Today, we will be talking with our two guests about their experience getting into the area of theater and some of their favorite experiences and roles in that same area. Joining with me for my first guest is Andrew Hills. Andrew, it's wonderful to have you here today. Can you please tell us what was the original motivation to get you into theater?
I'd say the original motivation was really just for fun. My mom got me into it. My sister also enjoys doing it. We first started with Peter Pan, which my sister got into, but I unfortunately didn't make it in to make the cut. The first one I ever got into was a production of The Little Mermaid. That was such an enjoyable experience that I wanted to keep going.
As the next question for Andrew's interview, I went ahead and asked him what his favorite role was and also what his favorite show was, while also including info like what theater he has acted with the most.
I'd say my favorite show of all time is definitely Wind in the Willows. That show was such a high energy, just really fun. The costumes were so good. The cast and everyone, we all played our parts amazing. Even like me and some of my friends even made our own little characters, even though we had no lines in the show. We just had such a fun time that it's definitely my favorite show of all time. And I did that show with the studio, which has definitely been the place I've acted with the most. I think I've had a total of 6 shows, maybe probably more. I think more like 8. That's definitely been the place I've been at the longest, and it's been such a welcoming place that I've always felt that it's just a great place, really. My favorite character that I've played was definitely Old Man Jenkins when I did SpongeBob. It was such a character, I guess, is the best way to put it. The voice I did was super funny. The just the interactions with other people, everyone knew Old Man Jenkins. Everyone was saying hi. And I gotta talk like an old man. I thought to do the voice was real fun. Everybody knew who Old Man Jenkins was. Everybody enjoyed the impression I did. It was just a really fun time.
To further on the subject of his favorite character roles in his time of acting, I continued to ask Andrew if he had any other character roles that he enjoyed playing other than his role in SpongeBob.
Some of my other favorite roles were definitely the weasel I got to play in Wind in the Willows and the hyenas from Lion King. They're sort of similar roles unexpectedly. They're both like the ragtag, slum-filled baddies of the shows. It was really fun to just play those kind of characters, trying to be the antagonist, because that's always fun.
It was a great experience talking to Andrew and getting to know his life in theater, what motivated him into it, and some of his favorite things about the area. For our next guest, we will be talking to Ben Hurst about his same experiences in theater, roles, characters, and shows, and where he acted the most, but also originally what motivated him into theater. Welcome back, and now we have Ben Hurst here to talk about his experience in theater. As the first question, I asked Ben what originally got him motivated into the area of theater, and if it was just a spur of the moment, or if people he knew had done it, or just it was his own idea.
Yeah, so I had a cousin that was doing it for a while, and then she asked my sisters, and then my sisters got into it, and then they were actually cut from the first show, but then there was another show, and then they came to me and they were like, "Hey, you got to try it with us." I was like, "I don't know," but they're like, "It's if you do it, it's a lot of fun and you should try it." So for me, it was just like a shot in the dark. It was, I was kind of for me, it was stepping out of my zone and getting into something new. I wanted to try that.
Next, I proceeded to ask Ben what were his favorite shows that he has done while in his time of theater.
Yeah, so my top 3 favorite shows, for sure, without a doubt, it would have to be Joseph, which that one was fun because, I felt like that was a really fun, all the guys, we just bonded. It was awesome. And then Christmas Story, that one was awesome. I made a lot of good friends in that show. And then SpongeBob the Musical. That one was awesome because I got to play SpongeBob himself, which bringing to life an iconic character on stage, it was just like a dream come true. Because I remember, watching it with my grandparents. It was awesome.
And finally, as a bonus question, I asked Ben what were his favorite characters that he played in theater, or even favorite moments that he had, like between the moments of being on stage, like backstage, behind the curtain, off to the side, in the green room, stuff like that.
Well, honestly, one of my favorite parts is just coming together as a team and putting on a show with everybody, because it's definitely not a one-man show. Like, it takes every single person. And I love just, like, bringing the cast together and, like, hyping everybody up. That's some of my favorite things to do. And my favorite character, SpongeBob SquarePants. That role was awesome. I really had a blast with that.
Speaking to both Andrew Hills and Ben Hurst was a wonderful experience to understand behind the stage and behind the curtain of their life in theater and what got them interested in it in the first place. Thank you for joining me for Behind the Stage. This has been Noah Ramsey signing out.